Well, good morning, and how are you all today? And welcome to Integrative Preparedness. What would you do if you got a warning that you only had 30 minutes before everything crashed? The grid, everything. Okay. I got up this morning. I wasn't going to make one today. We're getting ready to go out and put up Christmas lights, but a very interesting article about NASA working on with AI, a program that would enable us to have 30 minutes warning before a world-killing CME, solar flare, and all that hit the Earth. Now there will be some who say, "Well, we already know." Well, no, we don't. And, there's a lot of kind of iffy information out there in the preparedness world about these kinds of things, because people, they hear things and they pass them on, and they don't really check to see whether there's basis for the truth in that. And so a lot of kind of iffy information gets spread around. We don't really have that kind of warning, and this one goes a step farther using AI, apparently. I'm not an expert on this. I just read the article, and I will put the article along with it. As a matter of fact, I already have. I've already put it up on Patreon. And then I also put up a fascinating interview with Dr. Benjamin Pope, I think his name is, over in Australia, about how they've been tracking back massive solar flares. He says ones that make the Carrington event Carrington doesn't even make a blip on these massive ones that they've been able to track through tree ring carbon dating back for a couple of thousand years. And it's fascinating. And so that's up over there. But what this new NASA program does is not just give us the warning, or they're working on it. Okay, let me say that they're working on it. But would be able to indicate, like, perhaps which part of the globe it's going to affect and things like that. And it's a little more complicated than most people understand. And so I'm not even going to try to explain it. So, just read and learn. The question here is, the question that I want to put out to you, because this is a great, like so many things, this is a great drill. By the way, I should have thrown this in at the beginning, and I meant to. Have you all read about Larry Vickers and him pleading guilty to those conspiracy gun charges? I'll probably be talking about that on the Patreon channel. I don't talk about gun stuff much anymore on the YouTube channel, just because it brings in so many people that don't know what they're talking about, and but I will talk about it over there, and I will be putting, however, soon I'll be putting a video here on YouTube about choosing a handgun for beginners. I know that we have a lot of new people entering the gun world out there and understanding the importance of being able to protect themselves. And so I will put that on YouTube, probably in the next couple of weeks. Anyway, back to this. This serves as an excellent drill, as so many things do, for everyone. And so the question is, and I'd love to hear your comments. And for those of you who are newer, maybe you say, well, I don't know what I would do. Read the comments, because we got some very, very smart people on this channel, and they will, and through their comments, they will fill in some gaps for you. And even more so on the Patreon channel. You've heard me mention that a couple of times because it's important. The link to our Patreon channel is down below. Follow the link and you can come join us over there and get all. There's so much more over there. But your thinking should be, what would I do? What do you need to do if you only had 30 minutes warning that a world killer CME was coming your way? You got 30 minutes. What do you do? I'm interested to hear everybody's comments, even you newer people, who maybe not know what to do. Ask your questions, and it's going to be very interesting. If you want my answers, and so many people come on. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. Occasionally somebody will come on and say, well, what should we do? You didn't tell us what to do. Do you want to know what to do? Do you know what a prepared person would do if they knew they had 30 minutes? Have you read these books? They're my books, the Stonemont series. And now we'll get somebody else coming on and say, all you want to do is sell your books. Yes, I do, because I want the information in as many hands as possible. That's why I wrote them. I wrote the first one in 2017, the reversion. Hundreds of thousands of people around the world have read it and learned from it. And then the next one. And by the way, I'm doing the audibles over on Patreon. I've done the complete audible of the reversion, and now we're about the third chapter of the revival it's on the Stonemont level of the Patreon channel, if you'd like to join us over there, if you like audibles. And I'm having a good time doing it, by the way. But anyway, this series is a series that I wrote about, I call it the complete guide to preparing for, surviving, and rebuilding after a complete collapse of everything. And it's a story about a family who was prepared. As a result of their preparedness, was able to continue living a good life, but not only that, but helping other people, and as a result of that, rebuilding community. Okay, it's a great series. The reversion, the revival, the renewal, and appeal to heaven, the blessings of freedom, and hostages to fortune. And that's available through our website, stonemont.us, and the link is down below. You can get it through Amazon, but if you get them directly from me, I get to sign them for you if you'd like. There's a place in the order that says, would you like Steve to, autograph or sign your book? What would you like him to say? And I'm happy to do it. I love to do that. So this was what I want to do is have you think. You have 30 minutes. You get that warning. NASA gets their thing. It said 30 minutes. 30 minutes, a world-crushing CME is going to hit. And the grid's going to be down. All electronics, electricity, going to be gone. You got 30 minutes. What do you do? Here's what you can read in detail of what a prepared family would do. Okay. But where you are, it's as I've always said, preparedness is a wide spectrum. You have people on the very advanced spectrum will say, well, I'm just going to go out and sit on the front porch and, have my cup of coffee and, continue living my life, right? And you're going to have others on the beginning level or the lower level says, oh man, I don't know what I'd do. I mean, I don't have much food. I got a week's worth of food. If the water shuts off, I don't know how to, get pure water. I don't have enough, I don't have a gun or enough ammo to defend myself. I've got a family. What would we do? So everybody is somewhere on the spectrum. Wherever you are, it's a good time for you to see, okay, what do I need to do? And then build from there. Use that as a template to say, okay, I'm weak here, I need to fill in this. I'm weak here, I need to fill in this. And use it. This is fascinating stuff. I'll tell you that interview with Dr. Pope over there, I think it was Pope. Anyway, over on the Patreon channel is fascinating. Just fascinating. Come on, Ben, buddy. Mark just got here. We're going out in a minute. After we drink coffee, the first thing that we do in the day, is drink coffee. Have a sip. I'm just finishing up a video here. We drink coffee and we talk. And we'll probably talk about the Larry Vickers situation here for a few minutes and then other stuff. But you all use this as a drill. And I'm interested to see what you will say about it. So remember that we prepare well today in order to live well tomorrow. Get out there and prepare well so you can live well. And I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.